What's up, guys? Welcome to Boost Brothers Garage from Southern Indiana, Evansville to be exact. And this is my hometown and where I will be doing my builds. Well, when I'm not in Cincinnati, that is. Speaking of that, there's a new one behind us. Stay tuned. I'm about to start being able to work on the Cayman again. The M3 has obviously consumed all of my time. And now that that is gone, or soon to be gone, we will not have to worry about that anymore. So, with that being said, here's the new addition. This is a 2006 Lexus GX470. After owning the M3, I decided to myself, hey self, you should not buy any kind of performance car, or really anything that is going to require you to put all of your money in it, because then you will not work on the Cayman. So, with that being said, I got myself one of these. So I'm not going to get too in-depth with it. I'll do an intro video to it here shortly. If you've been following our Instagram, then you know that I pulled the Cayman back here with this thing, and it did great. So far, I'm really pleased with it. I know I'm kind of all over the place with this video, but just trying to show you around, show you what we got. I'll tell you one thing we did get. Look at that face, Lucy. Her owners decided they didn't want her anymore, so I can't understand why, because she's pretty cute. And then Stallone, of course. So these are the two Boost Brothers Southern Indiana shop dogs. All right, and this is the new garage. Now, one of the reasons that I have not been making very many videos is because, well, one, it's been balls cold outside, and two, because this garage is not really in a condition to be doing much work. Can you see how much the roof line is bowing in the middle? That is number one priority, is trying to get that fixed. How do I do that? Not sure. I was thinking about taking a 2x4 or 2x6 and jacking it up in the middle with a bottle jack, and then going up and trying to reinforce the joists. So I don't know. I don't know much about carpentry. If any of you guys have any good ideas, please let me know. We'll walk inside and take a look now. All right. So as you can see, she is a dirty bitch, but she's here. And that makes me feel good. This is the garage. As you can see, this is where it's sagging. Sorry for the poor light. It's getting dark outside. And just overall, what the guy I bought it from, how he decided to build this garage, I'm pretty sure it's like homemade and shitty. So I need to make it not shitty. I do have all of the electrical wire, well, maybe not all of it, right, well, that's hard. There. So I'm gonna start running all the lines. I've kind of laid out how I want this thing set up. In this back corner right here, whoa, right there. I want to do like a 3x4, 4x5 room, and that's going to be insulated heavily, and that's going to be for a compressor. Then on this side, I'm going to do a 3x4, 4x5, whatever, match that other side, and I am going to make, well, a storage closet, but with the intentions of having a bathroom down the road. That will be the back corner. In the middle will be workbench, toolbox, and then right here, about where in between there and the back of the Cayman, that is where I'm going to reserve for a lift. I don't know what lift yet, definitely a 2-post, but got to see what we can do because my ceiling height is not very high. I'm hoping whenever we go in and fix the structure that I can do some different type of bracing right here in the middle, and then do a sort of cathedral right there, if that makes sense, so that I have extra room to lift a vehicle up. Now, I don't know if that's going to work, but it'd be cool if it did. Yeah, and then on the other side, I've got some room for, you know, I don't know, maybe like a little welding area. Some storage along that wall, and probably room for 2 vehicles. Something else I'm wanting to see if it's possible. I don't like how small this garage door is. It's 12 feet width, but it's only 7 foot tall. I would like it to be like 9 foot. I don't know if those headers can be lifted up. I don't know if I can raise this garage door, but that's also something I'd like to try to attempt to do. I've watched a lot of videos on running airlines, and a lot of people go with those kits, like Rapid Air's one, I believe, and it's really nice, but it's, I mean, I don't know, $300 or $400 probably, and I really don't want to invest very much money out here. I want to make it nice, and I want to do it right, but I also want to do it for as minimal investment as possible so I can put some money into the Cayman. Now, I have seen some people doing airlines behind the sheetrock with PEX. Read a lot that people say that that stuff will hold a bunch of PSI. Like have tried it up to like 190 or 200, which I'll never be going that high. So if I can do that, I plan on running PEX, you know, probably about 4 to 6 outlets in this little garage, so that I never am in a spot to where I'm having to drag a hose all the way across the garage or anything like that. Like I said, running electrical, I am going to be focusing heavily on making sure I have outlets where I think that I will need them, workbench area, and then where my 220 needs to go for a welder. Eventually I'd like to put in a mini split in here, and I need one for that, and obviously for the compressor. So I'm no electrician. I can run wires just fine, but when it comes to putting them in the breaker box, there's a name for it, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna tackle that. I'm gonna leave that to some professionals. I am gonna do epoxy floor, which is the main reason why I haven't started with all the other stuff, especially like, I don't know, insulation and stuff like that. I need to get the epoxy floor done first, which will probably happen in the next month. Although we didn't have very much luck the first time, I'm gonna give it another college try. That's kind of where I am with this thing. Hopefully can get it workable here in the next couple months so I can start filming out of here. In the meantime, I plan on pulling out the rest of the interior, carpet, center console, etc., etc. I'm gonna attempt to wrap a majority of this interior with an Alcantara type of fabric. And then I'm gonna pull the dash, focus, pull the dash, and I'm going to flock the dash. I have a harness bar, which you can't see, it's in the back there, not installed, that I need to get powder coated. I need to obviously do the steering wheel and all of that. So my plan is to start pulling parts off of this thing. And then finally, I think that my buddy Philip or my cousin are gonna come over and help me get this thing cleaned up. Now, by no means does it have to be a full-on paint correction, but I do wanna get it clayed and get the paint down to as good a condition as I can, because I am going to attempt to wrap this thing myself, which if you saw me do the Laminex headlights, it's frustrating. But I figure if I have all the time in the world to just come out here and do it, then I can do it. What color do you guys think I'm gonna wrap it? I'm leaning heavily towards a matte navy blue. Yeah, I guess that's the best description. I saw an AMG wagon the other day that was that color, and it is absolutely beautiful. And then hopefully get these BBS E88s powder coated, and I'd really like to do the lip in black and the centers in bronze. I'm sorry, not powder coated, painted. When we were at PRI, BBS booth actually told us not to get those powder coated because it'll affect the weight. So yeah, they said it's fine to paint, but do not powder coat. If you guys have heard that before, let me know. I didn't know any better. I would have had it powder coated, but thank God I ran into those guys and they told me. So anyway, guys, sorry for a bunch of talking videos lately. Sorry for no Cayman content. I mean, it's expensive to build this thing. The engine is in Cincinnati still, and Mike, we have a complete schematic of the engine now, and we are going to map out what all parts we still need to buy for the engine build, what all we have, what can be sold, etc., etc. And then at least we have a working list that I can start purchasing parts, and we can start getting that, or continue getting that engine built. In the meantime, I'll be here doing the things that I just discussed with this thing, and really any other things that you can kind of think would be cool. I don't know. Drop a line below. All right, guys, thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you soon.